Why is the sky blue? I don't suppose you happen to know why the sky is blue. It's because the snow takes out the white. That leaves it clean for the trees and grass to take out the green. Then pears and bananas start to mellow, and bit by bit they take out the yellow. The sunsets, of course, take out the red and pour it into the ocean bed, or behind the mountains in the west. You take all that out and the rest couldn't be anything else but blue. Look for yourself. You can see it's true. Why the Sky is Blue by John Ciardi. This is a fun way to explain why the sky is blue, but it isn't true, of course. The sky really gets its color from the sunlight passing through the air. Sunlight contains all the colors of the rainbow. These colors are scattered as they pass through the air. The color blue is scattered most of all. On a clear day, the molecules of gas in the air make the blue scatter. It is reflected into our eyes from all parts of the sky, so the sky looks bright blue. But at sunrise or sunset, the sunlight comes to us through all the hot, dusty, smoky air close to the ground. The smoke and dust make the other colors, such as yellow and red, scatter. Then the sky seems pink or red, and the sun is a big orange ball. Where the air came from. Magnified diatoms. Cool. Scientists think the Earth's atmosphere has changed during the billions of years since the Earth was formed. At first, the atmosphere was probably very different from what it is now. It began to change as some of these gases went off into space. For many millions of years, the Earth was fiercely hot. Clouds of hot gases from inside the Earth came out of cracks and volcanoes. As these clouds spread out, they became part of the atmosphere. These gases changed the atmosphere, but you couldn't have breathed the air. It had no oxygen to keep you alive. It was made up mostly of steam and gases called nitrogen and carbon dioxide. But as the Earth grew cooler, some of the steam broke up into two gases steam is made of, broke up into the two gases steam is made of, and one of those gases is oxygen. So some oxygen became part of the air. Much of the steam became water and formed the first ocean. After millions of years, there were billions of tiny green plants in the ocean. These plants, called diatoms, made their own food out of water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide gas, just as green plants do today. When plants make food, they give off oxygen, so for millions of years, the little diatoms put oxygen into the air, helping to make the kind of atmosphere we have now. Look at that. That is a cool picture. I think that's an actual photo of magnified diatoms. Yeah, those are fun to do. Air can push. You're like a fish living at the bottom of the ocean, but you live at the bottom of an ocean of air. Miles of water are piled up above the fish, and miles of air are piled up above you. All that air is heavy. It has weight. The weight of the air around you presses against you, even though you don't feel it. Here's how you can tell that air is pressing on things. Fill a drinking glass with water. It must be a glass. A plastic or paper cup won't do. Fill the glass to the very top. Put a piece of stiff cardboard over the top of the glass. The cardboard must cover the whole top. Now hold the cardboard in place with your hand and turn the glass upside down. Do this over a sink in case you make a mistake. When the glass is upside down, take your hand off the cardboard. You may think the water will push the cardboard away and spill out, but this won't happen. The air beneath the cardboard weighs more than the water in the glass, so the air holds the cardboard in place because it pushes harder against the cardboard than the water does. I'm going to try that one. Cool. What makes wind blow? This is a picture of sunlight falling upon the earth warms the ground in many places. The heat from the ground then warms the nearby air. As the air grows warmer, it starts to rise. As the warm air rises, cooler air from a cooler spot rushes in to take its place. The movement of the cooler air is the wind. Wind is just moving air. The wind moves over the land. It sways the tops of tall grass and meadows and sets leaves a-rustle in the woods. It scatters the smoke from chimneys. It lifts up limp flags and makes them flap. It touches your cheek with cool, quick fingers and impishly ruffles your hair. Wind is moving air, and it is the sun that makes air move. The earth spins around like a big top. As it spins, each part of the earth in turn comes into the sunlight. The sun's light warms the earth. The heat makes the molecules of gas in the air move faster and spread apart. This warm air rises up in a kind of big, invisible cloud. As the warm air rises, cooler air from other places flows in to replace the warm air. This moving cooler air is the wind. When you feel the wind blow, you are feeling the movement of the cooler air pushing in to take the place of the warm air. The moving air. Oh, that's an anchor dangling from the balloon. It does. Looks like someone's driving it in a side cart with an umbrella. And there's a plane. The moving air. When the air seems calm, you can't feel a wind. It doesn't mean that the wind has stopped blowing everywhere, for there isn't just one wind, there are many. In one place there may be a soft breeze, in another place there may be a fierce gale. In one place the wind may blow from the north, in another place it may blow from the south. There may even be two different winds in the same place. Near the ground, a wind may be pushing all the smoke from chimneys in one direction, but up in the sky, another wind may be making the clouds scurry in another direction. Earth's air is always moving. It may move only a few feet from a cool, shady park into a hot street, or it may move great distances from the middle of the ocean to a place far inland. But wherever and whenever the air moves, there will be a wind. High above the clouds, more than 5 miles up in the sky, are the fastest of all winds. These winds are called jet streams, long, narrow currents of air that sometimes move as fast as 300 miles an hour. Much of the time, jet streamers are connected together. Then they form one great rushing river of water that circles the earth. This great wind moves from west to east. When a jet airplane takes off for a long trip from west to east, the pilot usually heads up into the jet stream. The strong wind of the jet stream gives the plane a powerful push. This great tailwind can sometimes cut the regular flight time almost in half. Oh, 10:20 is trying to do it in under 10 minutes. That's okay. Close enough.